좋은 아침일세! 주변이 다소 칙칙하긴 하지만 이 청량한 향취는 좋지 않은가? 정찰을 하기에도 이른 아침이 가장 적합하지.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm Ikamak. This is Limbus Company to claim their bones. In the last episode, Dante kind of malfunctioned a lot after we bumped into some new, stronger versions of the Pecatula. But to be honest, it's not that big a deal. I mean, the last time it happened was an April Fool's event, and all we needed to do to fix it was to have Ishmael bang their head a lot of times. In this episode, show me something. We can't actually tell what sort of event it is until we go in. That's slightly unfortunate, but oh well. We finally arrived at the top floor of the building, the 6th floor. There's a nervous looking man checking his pocket watch. He carries a large sword and wears a nasty scowl. This guy has to be the leader of the gang of Kurokumo clan henchmen we've defeated along the way. There's no way that's a cameo, right? Oh shoot. I just jumped in with my Poise Pride team that I was considering using it for some XP grinding, but then I changed my mind, but I didn't change things back right away. Whoops. Why did it have to break? Why now? There was a nervous looking man on top of the stairs, on the uppermost floor of the building. I could immediately tell that this man was unlike any other foe we'd faced in this building. You'd better be quiet in there. Hope that thing at least stays put. He kept looking into his pocket watch, as though he was expecting something awful to come out of that door. His garb, which highly resembles the Kurokumo clan's standard outfits, suggests that he is a relevant individual in this case. It is possible to extrapolate from his outfit that he is of higher rank than of any foe we've been defeated on this course to the location. Then, before I even had the chance to suggest waiting for a bit to come up with a strategy, Angdu was already charging at the man. You must be a captain of the Kurokumo clan. What the? You wish to hunt the blade lineage? Very well. Here I stand before you. Face my blade. I suppose this means my men are all dead, huh? I'd toss you into that office if I could, but the merchandise is still in there. Ugh, come on. Suppose I've got no choice but to fight. At least allow me to introduce myself, then you can tell me who you are. Name's Jun, captain of the boys you killed. Angdu, Saosu from the lineage of blades, a follower of mental bamboo-hatted Kim. The hallway before the door falls silent. It is calm as a winter dawn. The two warriors, blades drawn, begin taking cautionary steps. It's as though they're attempting to gauge the distance between each other. Ha! There was a sudden flash. When I came to my senses, the pair had suddenly switched sides, facing away from each other. The outcome of this clash... Ugh. Come on, that's it, huh? Miss Angdu! Appears to have been Angdu's defeat. She fell to her knees. I mean, I was just getting started. I'm surprised you even had any energy left for that attack. Gah. She's been fighting the Kurokumo clan henchmen on the front lines before we even had the chance to catch up. No wonder she's exhausted. I must also remind you she was on the verge of death not so long ago. She has overexerted herself. What? Are the rest of you gonna fight me too? This hardly seems fair, me against all of you. This Jun rested his blade on his shoulder with an annoyed scowl. I could tell from a single clash against Angdu he wasn't going to go down easily. Well, I don't like that we're all getting up against this one guy, but you've got one loud-ass clock for a head. What even is that? Is that some kind of local T-core clock-shaped prosthetic fashion or something? It is a clock, right? You there. Does that clock hit on time? Mate, what do you think? That clock ain't for telling time. Huh? Then what'd you decapitate yourself for? What a useless clock. Okay then, any of you got a timepiece, a clock, a watch, anyone? My stupid watch broke again. The sinners wordlessly began to surround June. I guess not. Are any of you even wearing a watch? You must all be insane. Sauntering about without a timepiece. Even if I did, I would hardly find it within myself to show it to thee. You're all really getting on my nerves. You know what? That's it. I'll be in deep shit if I let anyone in there anyway. So come and get me. I'll cut you down if it's the last thing I do. Okay, this looks like it's gonna be a boss fight, and I'm probably not... Oh. No, he's got goons first. Yep, this is a very PS heavy group.
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데.
Seriously?
저놈을 추적해.
제법 지쳤나 보.
Now the downside is that if we let our allies get kills, it's going to screw us up in the long run. So have to be cautious.
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데.
칼 하나 가져간다.
이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨있지.
(82 versus 84), but it won't be... We'll have to risk it.
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데. 기세가 수그러지는 반격의 기회다!
Nice. The problem is, Utis here is supposed to be a tank, and she's just not doing a very good job of it getting the critical evades.
총원 불격!
급소가 전부 꿰뚫렸네. 기름도 나오지 않는 놈이구려.
기세가 수그러지는군. 저놈을 추적해! 잘했군! 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다! 쉴 새 없다!
No, nobody is going to sit still for you.
내가 시범을 보이지.
잘했군! 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다! 쉴 새는 없다!
Now this is where things are gonna get really messy. And there's the captain. Add 1 more coin per surviving ally, huh? This might cause a little bit of trouble. 17 isn't that bad though.
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데. 이놈의 덧없는 분노를 담아 이 선물을 퍼부어주도록 하지.
You don't usually get the unfocused encounter with bosses. I think just Mirror Dungeon hard, but the focused encounters are the ones that make the most impact is the problem.
하나 가져간다.
나의 손으로 잘라낼 수 있다면
그렇게 무르진 않네.
We need to start getting kills. On kill, all allies heal 20 SPO, that's nasty. I should have looked at whether he has passives though. On hit, inflict 1 bleed 3 times per turn, inflict 1 bleed when an attack skill inflicts bleed, slash skill final power +1. When an ally is defeated, gain 1 skill slot next turn, can have up to 5 skill slots max. So no matter what we do, the action economy isn't going down. What skills actually inflict bleed? Sharp Edge. Okay, some of these attacks might actually cause me trouble. But he's also going to lose a lot of SP because we're going to be destroying his allies, hopefully.
이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨있지. 보았나? 적은 이렇게 진리가졌다. 우리의 확고한 승리가 눈앞에 있다. 모든 걸 걷어들일 순 없었어. Oh boy. Where is he?
23 means he gets guaranteed crits. And 4 poi and 4 count means that he is going to get to use most of them.
총원 돌격!
기름도 나오지 않는 놈이구려.
Relentless Stabbing indeed. Now, let us converse for a moment. Hangdu seemed to have recovered somewhat as we fought. She bound June with a rope before throwing him to the ground. Wait, we didn't kill him after all that? Ugh. I do not expect a mere captain to know why your organization has put a bounty on our heads. But I cannot quite place the reason you were standing guard before this room. It was though you were protecting our mentor from us, of all people. Wait, it wasn't just you, was it? Every Kurokumo clan filth we killed on our way up to this floor stood in our path like they were protecting something with their lives. Fine, here's the truth then. We're the victims here. Whatever do you mean? You guys really have a way of pushing my buttons, huh? Ugh. We weren't part of the party pursuing you or cutting you down. That was none of my business. You're just one of many, many syndicates or organizations that were unlucky enough to be on the Thumb's shit list. Our run-in was just a coincidence. We were ordered by the Thumb to stand guard next to a black stele here, that's all. Everyone was on edge because we were supposed to transport it elsewhere pretty soon. And that's when you Blade Lineage bastards appeared out of nowhere. Out of nowhere? I see. So this is where our mentor has awakened. Sounds like you know something that I don't. Can't say I've ever heard of tech that could blip people into existence just like that. Thought they were using a singularity or something. Besides, the Blade Lineage never had a chance. Our numerical advantage was insurmountable. Of course. We had your friends cornered. We had no trouble cutting them down until there were about 3 of you left standing. Then, all of a sudden, your boss's eyes began to glow and... he cut down everyone around him. It was a one-sided slaughter. What? Then... You got that right. Blade, Lineage, Kurokumo clan, it didn't matter. He cut through everyone. So what the hell was I supposed to do? What were we supposed to do? I'm their captain. The lives of my men are my responsibility. I had to save them somehow. So I stayed behind to guard the door while my men guarded the entrance to this building. What other choice did I have? Ugh, shit. Delivery deadline's coming up. I'm finished. This won't end with me having to cut off a finger or two, damn it. Ungdu struck the back of Jinhoon's neck with a swift precision and dropped him to the floor. Ungdu! That man had already been subdued. Wherefore didst thou... I have merely put him to sleep. He would have caused us trouble had we attempted to enter that room while he was conscious. I must talk to the mentor. See him with my own eyes. Have you gone deaf, lass? Your boss will cut down anyone who gets too close. No, that cannot be. Dante, we can infer from what information we have gathered that... Yeah, I agree. There's a powerful aura coming from behind that door. I can sense it. Our mentor. Hangdu's hand trembled as they wrapped around the doorknob. We must prepare for battle. I know that mentor bamboo-hatted Kim will do no such thing. She slammed the door open, only to come face to face with a distortion. Okay, now here's the question. Do I think this is going to be a full dungeon or what?
이번엔 성적이 좋았군. 하지만 머나먼 고래에 닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다. 다시 가스터빈을 점화한다. 그리고
Okay, 10 of 12, so this might very well be a proper boss fight. And that over there will be a dungeon. Let's rock. Although this time with the correct team, please.
벼릴 수 있는 기회겠죠?
Oh. I might want to throw some thread at Don Quixote so she can catch up a bit. Bamboo-hatted Kim? Mentor, what is this? I recognize these wounds. These are your techniques. How could you put your blade to our fellows? Attempting to communicate seems futile. Pitch black flames lingered behind this man she called Bamboo-hatted Kim, her mentor. Something had devoured him. There was something in his eyes. Fiendish malevolence. I could definitely sense it. This was a distortion. Cease your beastly howls and talk to me, please! Say something! Oh wait, don't get too close! The distortion unsheathed its blade in the blink of an eye. It sensed that something had entered its range. That stance! You're really going to kill... Get out of the way! As Angdu stood there confused, Sinclair urgently hurled himself in her direction, and in that brief moment, the distortion's blade descended upon them as though it bisected the very space they inhabited. I surmise Sinclair has entered the distortion's range as well. We have no choice but to suppress it. We tensed up, sensing the changing atmosphere. We slowly raised our weapons. Okay, we have 5 skills. Let's have a look at what we have. Gain poise and inflict bleed count. Gain poise, inflict bleed count. On clash win, inflict gain poise count. On hit, gain poise count and poison poise count and bleed. Gain slash damage up next turn, inflict slash resist down next turn. We don't want him to win with that, but it might be kind of difficult to pull that off. And it's the same skill twice. Paralyzer. Gain 2 poise, inflict bleed count, gain damage up next turn, inflict bleed and paralyze, bleed and paralyze. And on evade, gain poise. We don't want him to get that either. All of these are minus coins. That's extremely bad because it not only does it mean we really don't want to throw around any paralyze effects, but it also means that he can still win the clash. He has better odds of winning the clash with each coin he loses. Which one is the skill 1 actually? Rending. Oh dear. I just realized that he outspeeds a lot of us.
분수는 금기다.
2 coins is the skill 1. So we are getting one one-sided attack. It's not pleasant, but she's pride slash, so she should resist it at least.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
저놈을 추적해.
Oh, that was a bad time to roll our tails. We have a severe lack of momentum because his attacks roll high and we just aren't winning clashes. You know what? Guard. This means that he cannot get his evade this turn. Oh boy, we cannot beat this attack. We can't beat this one either. Although this should give him this should give him at least a chance of winning. Not a good chance, but a chance. So he's at least weak to pride, we've proven that. Gloom, envy, sloth, lust, wrath. We don't know what will be outside of that, but given how many things show up on the right side there, he's going to resist quite a bit.
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데.
You nearly had it. Oh, wait a minute.
이 작살이 필살의 집념이.
I need to look at his specifics again. Oh, I despise that. Gain damage up and defense level down. Increases his sanity after losing a clash. Decreases after winning a clash. So that's how his negative coins work. The more clashes he wins, the worse his morale. Gain growing resentment next turn. Damage dealt by the skill that activates the counter skill. So we want to be careful what we actually use here. We also probably don't want Force to trigger that, but his damage is just going up. We can't keep tanking this.
랜덤, 서울.
Yeah, this is rough. And Forster's gonna die.
이 구속구가 나의 폭력을 저지하기엔 턱없이 모자르지.
Like, what could we have even done there?
선원들, 나를 보호해라.
I mean, on the upside, it also raises your poise, but that's not gonna help much, is it? Gain 50 shield. If the shield isn't fully depleted, gain clash power. This is gonna be lethal. Well, it had to happen sometime.
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데.
저놈을 추적해.
Oh man.
모든 걸 걷어들일 수 없었어.
If only we'd gotten that stagger one turn sooner.
망설임이 없도록.
선원들, 나를 보호해라.
Gain growing resentment at turn start if to claim your bones is in the skill slot. Remove growing resentment. Okay, that's all very interesting, but we really need just about anything. I'm going to have to blow Blind Obsession to keep this thing going, but even then... Okay, her counter gives her protection so she can take at least a little bit more punishment.
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데.
Oh, damn it. The thing is, because our SP has gone down a lot, we can't win the clashes either.
선원들, 나를 보호해라.
The negative SP gives him extra blunt power, but it's not helping much. But Blind Obsession will give us a lot of SP back.
망설임이 없도록.
Of course, Blind Obsession was the very last thing to be used. Why wouldn't it be?
총원, 조명이 전멸하는 저곳을 파도가 모든 것을 쳐부술 거다.
배워냈어요.
And that is what we call a close fight.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군. 하지만 머나먼 고래에 닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다. 다시 가스터빈을 점화한다. 그리고
I would definitely say that Force took the most damage. She never won a single clash. So then, just to show how we barely managed to pull through on that, sanity. So after winning clashes, we get SP, or after killing enemies, or an ally killing enemies, we get SP. If the level of defeated ally is higher than the units, decrease the SP based on the level difference. If a blade, that's actually very different. If a blade lineage ally is defeated, lose 10 regardless of the ally's level, but let's find someone with normal effects. If the level of a defeated ally is higher than the units, decrease based on the level difference. So that's why, I am presuming that's why we kept falling apart there. Now the reason why we barely managed to hang on at the end with Blind Obsession, Pequod Captain Ishmael is very unique. If an ally is defeated, increase by 10 regardless of ally's level. So that's why Pequod Ishmael was able to keep her momentum going even as everyone else was falling apart. So yeah, totally worth bringing into that fight. Until next time guys, take care, I'll see you all around.
본인이 느끼기엔 검의 궤적을 따라 무언가를 베는 것은 훌륭한 식사를 하는 것보다 훨씬 즐거운 일인 것 같네. 막 손끝에 느껴지는 저항감에 두근두근하지 않는가?